So as it turns out, I rather like this mold. Burnout, Skids, Crankcase, today on World of Stuff. Yes, Legacy has been generous in not only giving us a Skids figure for those pining for it for years, it also gave us the Autobot Burnout from the Speedia 500 collection, the Diaclone universe. We also have another Decepticon the remold of this as Crankcase. So you have your pick as to which one you'd like. Though it's going to be a little bit hard to get Burnout because of that line's loveliness. Now as for accessories, Burnout and Skids have 3. They have this combination of Energon weapon and 2 other blasters. These 2 are more what Skids are known for, as they attach to his arms as they did in the G1 cartoon. In the figure anyway, though a lot more convincingly. You can just leave it, like, put it in this configuration, or you could also do this as Burnout is. With the Crankcase, however, you've only got 2 weapons. You have the blaster here, but also the front end pops off. Pull down this flap here for a double-barreled gun. So there's also another couple weapons, being a trigger con, but we'll get into those when we're in robot mode. And those aren't more part of them instead of accessories, but you get the idea. If any of that excites you. Now, for those of you curious, yes, I do have a G1 crankcase here for a comparison. And, well, yeah, there's minimal stickers there, but at least they included the primary one. And, well, these are, well, I imagine Toy X is already working on it. So now, yeah, the mechanism doesn't work like it used to, but that's how, hence TriggerCon, these forward cannons kind of came up. And you see now why I rather wish that the guns were larger. But so is life. Alright, we'll be covering these 2 for transformation, most because there is some minor differences between Skids and Crankcase here. Starting off with Skids, remove the weapons, unfold the doors, fold down what will be the legs, detaching them from the hood, pull down the hips and bring them forward, close up that part of the leg, bring out the arms, fold out, bring down, twist, bring down, twist. Then you can put weapons however you want in Skid's hands. We'll do it the classic way, like so. There we go with that. On the crankcase, remove both the accessories, fold up instead of folding out the car doors. Then again, bring down, fold in, bring up the, well, actually kind of have to fold out the arms, then bring upward, like, interesting. Not doing it on the other one. Okay, there we go. So now make certain that this is all disconnected here on the back. Again, bring up forward the hips. So bring down the, okay, there we go. They were just stuck on something there. So I'll worry that for a sec. Okay. Properly bring down the arms. Bring the chest. Bring up the backpack to fold down the TriggerCon guns. And again, arm as you see fit. Like I said, very minor differences, but very, very different robots. And here we have both official versions of Crankcase in robot mode. Yeah, there was no weapons per se for Crankcase, or at least the original G1, but if you're so inclined, you can indeed give him one. Although, holding the gun is a little strange. One thing I will mention about Crankcase's vehicle mode, yes, there is a gap between the hood of the car and the windshield. A little weird that they did it that way, and nobody's entirely certain as to why. But to be honest, my bigger sticking point is the trigger con guns on the back here. But I imagine the third party is probably already working on making some extensions there. So yeah, for my unfulfilled ideas. And for another version of what you could have, the Skids weapons, here we have Burnout holding this item as an axe, and the primary gun in the forearm while the double blasters in the hand there. Another minor difference, but it does make for some interesting variation. Again, if that excites you. As articulation on Skids, head is on a ball joint. Universal joint for the shoulder, hinge joint on a rotation joint as well, mushroom peg bicep and 90-degree elbow bend, full rotation on the hips, universal joint as well, mushroom peg thigh and 90-degree knee bend. And you do also have ankle tilt. Much the same for crankcase, but there are some differences because of the way that the shoulders work. Again, the head is on a ball joint. Lateral position moving shoulder in one direction. You also have a universal joint as in addition to that, but the same mushroom peg and 90-degree elbow bend, same waist swivel, universal hips, thigh swivel, knee, and ankle tilt are all the same. So you do get some interesting variation in all three of these. Well, even more variation if you get the toy hacks set for Burnout. But it really depends on what you're really into. Okay, the color palette might be a tad limited at this point because it's a lot of blue and black and silver. With just touches of red on these two, and orange on crankcase. But it's a very intuitive transformation. They make for decently sized figures and fairly posable. Again, if you're more into cons, this is kind of your only option of crankcase, but at least it is an option. As for which one I would prefer, well, it's kind of between actually Burnout and Crankcase here. I realize that Skids has been long overdue for a figure, so not doubting that one. Hey, wait a second. Okay, there's also variation on the shoulders you can also do on these figures. In case you're wondering, yes, I did notice. Because I was saying Burnout and Crankcase are who I generally go for, but if you just see Skids, perfectly fine. All are decent and serviceable figures, and all will do well in your collection. Though you might want to fold the door wings in. Anyway, I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Skids, Diaclone, Burnout, and Crankcase. And I remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.